Give it out top to Simpson. Tries his way to the paint on his way to the hoop. Whoa! The tomahawk with the right hand. Oh, there is no doubt about that one right there. KG and the parting of the duck scene. He hammered with the right hand.
Wow, that was a throwdown.
Well, that was certainly an electrifying moment as the Colorado Buffaloes open up Pac-12 tournament play here in Las Vegas. KJ Simpson down the lane for the hammer. Hi, everybody. Voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson. Scott Wilke, my broadcast partner, joining us. Colorado with a quarterfinal win over the Oregon Ducks. Ultimately, we'll talk about it later in the show, they lose in the semifinals. But Scott has start talking about that game against Oregon. Pretty impressive performance by the Buffaloes against the Ducks.
Yeah, good defense throughout the game, good rebounding game. Kind of typical Colorado basketball under Tad Boyle. Control the boards, play good defense, and win that way.
The defense was outstanding. They held Oregon under 40%, and they always have that number they shoot for, +8 rebounding. They beat that. When Colorado does that, by the way, they're nearly undefeated in 12 years of Tad Boyle. But the bigs were the story in this one. Buff didn't shoot the ball all that well, but double-doubles and major double-doubles for Evan Batty and Jabari Walker.
Career high in rebounds for both guys on one night, and Evan Batty hasn't had a lot of those in his career. He's not a high rebound guy, but he was yesterday.
Yeah, really after the ball. The thing about rebounding with Jabari Walker, you and I've talked a lot about him as a rebounder. We've had some great ones during the last, 15, 18 years for the Colorado Buffaloes. You've had Andre Robertson, you have Tyler Bay. He might be as good as any of them, the way he rebounds. The strength in his hands is really what sets him apart.
Yeah, he's a bigger guy than those other guys. First of all, he's 6'9", 6'10", longer, just as athletic, and the defensive boards, he is elite rebounder on that end of the floor.
Yeah, the thing about it, you and I, and this thing that Scott brought up to me one time, he said, when there's a loose ball, and it's a 50-50 ball between a couple of guys, rarely does he not come up with it.
Yeah, he's got great hands. If he gets his hands on it, generally it's his ball. And I look for him to be an elite rebounder at the next level, too. They say that's one of the best transferable skills.
Yeah, without question. Buffaloes were impressive against the Oregon Ducks, though. The way Evan Batty's been playing down a stretch of this season, it's been kind of fun to watch. I mean, for a guy that's beloved by Buff Nation out there, he's playing his best basketball here in the last month of his career.
Yeah, it just seems like he's having so much fun here as he finishes up his career. Great shooter, and he wasn't that way when he got to Colorado.
Yeah, he has turned out to be an amazing shooter. In fact, led the Pac-12 in three-point shooting this season. So the Buffaloes get a victory over the Oregon Ducks in the quarterfinal round. Afterward, we heard from head coach Tad Boyle. Circles high on the right side of KJ. Play clock's at 11. KJ driving down the paint, skip with one hand, and it's up and good. A knifing play that time by KJ Simpson.
We beat a really good program. Just won a lot of games, and they're very, very well coached. They got great toughness about them, and we knew this wasn't going to be easy, and it wasn't. I'm so proud of our guys because, we really struggled offensively out of the chute. And at times before, those of you who followed our team, sometimes that's gotten, in the past, that's kind of gotten into our bloodstream and it's affected us on the other end of the court. But I thought defensively in that first half, to hold them to 30 points and not have your best offense, we found a way to break it open and beat a good team, and now we live to see another day. I can't sit here and pound the table for Colorado because we lost to Southern Illinois. We had 10 losses, but we have a young team. And if you look at the Colorado team today relative to where we were in November, December, if you don't think we're one of the top 68 teams in the country, you're sorely mistaken.
There's the head coach Tad Boyle after the Buffaloes' quarterfinal victory over the Oregon Ducks. We continue with Buffs great, my broadcast partner, Scott Wilke from the Colorado Basketball Network. Turnovers had been an issue for Colorado all season long. In fact, towards the middle of the campaign, they had a bad stretch. Scott, they've really cleaned that up here down the stretch. Only had 8 turnovers against the Ducks.
Yeah, 2 of the last 3 games, under 10 turnovers. And when they do that, they're a much better team offensively, and the guard play has gotten better with that throughout the season.
Yeah, now here's the caveat in terms of the guard play, the young guys. First off, against Oregon, KJ Simpson went out and had a really nice ball game. I mean, literally double-digit points and 4 or 5 rebounds, 4 or 5 assists. Really played well. We saw the highlight off the top. He's had those moments this season.
Yeah, he just hasn't been consistent. And we've seen him have really explosive plays like the dunk down the middle, and his quickness is not unmatched on the floor, but not always consistent from game to game.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that a little bit later in the show for the Arizona game. That was not there. He's got to learn. This is a period now for him to start growing up. There's still basketball left to play for the Buffaloes in the postseason, but this offseason is going to be huge for his growth, isn't it?
Yeah, being more consistent as a shooter, more consistent as a ball handler, and being able to run a team from start to season to the end.
And I think really we're talking about, and we're not picking on KJ right now, it's really going to be for Julian Hammond, who's become a starter late in the season for Keyshawn Barthelemy. That backcourt, I think you can throw Nick Clifford in there, even though he's not a point guard. That backcourt's got to grow up for next season.
Yeah, guard play runs college basketball. Let's be honest. I don't care how good your bigs are. If you don't get good guard play, it's going to be tough playing top teams.
But think about this for a second for Colorado. Here they get the victory in the quarterfinals over Oregon. Tad Boyle, since 2012, only one time has not won a game in the tournament. What I mean by that, they get here, they win games under Tad Boyle.
Yeah, I think that's a testament to how his teams get better and generally are playing some of their best basketball late in the season.
Yeah. Do you think it's safe to say Colorado's playing as well right now as it has all year long?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no doubt about it. You know, against better teams, they've been playing better throughout the season.
Yeah, the Buffaloes get the quarterfinal victory by double digits over the Oregon Ducks. Move on to the semifinals. We'll talk about that matchup with Arizona. The number one seed in the tournament coming up later in the show. Up next, though, everyone loves Evan Batty. You know where Evan Batty came from. Everyone loves his mom, Rosalind. She's going to join us on the show next.